2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it's happening out at U.S. Airways Center, where the Phoenix Suns will be going up against the Charlotte Hornets. And for Charlotte, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. And I could push them at the same time, where we could work together. It's a family, the basketball team, you playing for 82 games. You need somebody that's going to be in your corner.
Wouldn't you like to push Kenny?
Push him out the set.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
As long
at.
as I could push you back.
You may not be able to. Kevin Harlan, take it away, kid.
Wide open roadways of downtown Phoenix shining as dusk falls. We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Hornets come into town. Suns fans are making noise here at the U.S. Airways Center in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Kidd Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Kemba Walker is out there with Batum, and it's Jefferson in at the center position. Morris a screen. It's Knight with the drive, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Knight. Morris has got the opening field goal of the game for Phoenix. On defense, the Suns.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
Chandler is screen. Bledsoe outside. Can't make good off the pick. Greg was talking about Brandon Knight. He'd really improved his shooting percentages before the midseason trade last year, and that was one of the bigger weaknesses, Clark, earlier in his career.
Yeah, not only was his shot going down more, it looked better. It was better mechanically, but now to take the next step, he has to cut down the turnover.
Now here's Batum after Markieff Morris's miss. Walker's shot is off. Bledsoe kicks to Knight, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Well, Merry Christmas. That was a freebie.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Walker dishes to Kidd Gilchrist. Passes it to Jefferson. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Now here's Bledsoe. Morris outside. Back to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. 16 feet away. Rebound by Williams.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Screen by Jefferson. Kidd Gilchrist with it, and it's Knight picking him up. Jefferson's shot is off.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Bledsoe passes to Morris. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Morris has got his second basket.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Williams a screen.
He
Here's Kid Gilchrist. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Morris outside. Now here's Tucker. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Batum against Knight. Lays it up and banks it in. Knight's got his second basket of the night.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, a bit ago, Steve Clifford and I were able to chat. He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the Defensive Player of the Year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
All right, Doris. Now here's Bledsoe, following the miss by Al Jefferson. Morris a screen. Bledsoe against Walker. Bledsoe outside. Puts one up from 19. No good. Walker with some nice D.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
Shot's good. And it's 6 points for Brandon Knight.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Walker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Williams kicks to Walker. Over in the corner, Batum. Goes up again, and Jefferson with a nice bucket inside. Jefferson's got 6 points. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Knight dishes to Bledsoe. Morris with a screen on Walker. And Bledsoe, here we go. Bledsoe with another miss.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Walker against Bledsoe. Batum with another miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Bledsoe. Jefferson with some nice D.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Screen by Jefferson. There's the dish to Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
And when he gets an opening like that, he is going to take advantage. And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Sun shooting 45% from the field early. Walker against Bledsoe. Morris with a screen on Walker. Out to Morris. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Al Jefferson. The Suns shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. That one is no good.
And guys, with the Suns last year, it wasn't a full return to that 7 seconds or less era, but it was pretty close. And the Suns were right at the top in terms of pace of play. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Bledsoe. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change, and he gets it to go. Well, as our listeners and our viewers know, we love analytics, and pace is how many possessions you see during an average game. The Suns were close, Clark, to 100.
Yeah, only the Rockets and Warriors played at a higher pace than the Suns did, Kevin. And pushing the pace is really when they were most effective.
Bledsoe against Walker. Right side, Batum. 13 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Walker's got his first basket of the night. The Suns leading. Bledsoe outside. To the inside. His first shot coming late. Chandler, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Screen by Jefferson. Zeller, a screen on Knight. And it's Walker penetrating. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Charlotte also making some changes. Lamb, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Walker. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known for his defense. Clark, mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post, but last season Jefferson went out of his way to change that no defense perception of it.
Now here's Price. From outside the arc. Hornets with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
No one covering. And the Hornets lead by 3.
And it's what spurred Jefferson to kind of rededicate to defense when he realized teams would pick on him and make him the focal point of their attacks.
Dishes it to Batum. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And for Jefferson and his defense, players know when they are being targeted. So good for Big Al to do something about it.
That one misses for Batum. Overall, a down year for the Hornets in the 2014-15 season. A big part of that was that they would struggle on the road.
And they had playoff aspirations, but as you said, those aspirations derailed because of the road struggle.
A nice shot by Zeller.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Price. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Price has got his second bucket of the night.
And last season, the Hornets ended with only 14 road wins. Even when they made the playoffs in 2014, they weren't a team that traveled well. It's something the team needs to figure out in order to get back into the postseason.
Now here's Price, following the miss by Frank Kaminsky. Price, the pass to Lewis. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Lynn kicks to Zeller. Lamb sets a screen for Zeller. To the middle. Batum for three. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists now in this one.
And, you know, as you mentioned, the road record for the Hornets was not that good. I mean, they really struggled late in the year when they seemed to almost give up. They lost their last 7 road games and 9 of their last 10.
Hornets leading by 3. And here is Lamb. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Kicks it to Lynn. Feeds it to Lamb. 5 on the clock. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Price kicks to Weems. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Price against Lynn. It's blocked. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. He kicks it to Lynn. He feeds it to Batum. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. Price against Lynn. Here's Teletovic, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lynn's got his first 3 points of the game. And that does it for the first quarter. Hornets ahead, leading by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
Bledsoe and 9 of the backcourt. Mirza Teletovic out there with Alex Len, and it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard, but his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be, and a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
And he's good on the second. Just thinking again about Kemba Walker's field goal percentage, Greg. You were talking about shot under 40%, Clark, from the floor last year.
Yeah, and I think so much of shooting percentage is a function of shot selection. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons now under 40% for Kemba. In order to be an elite point guard, that number's got to go up.
Here is Lynn. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Williams a screen, and there's the pass to Walker. 5 to shoot. Shot off the pick. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
Suns trail by 3. Here's Bledsoe. And replayed through the first minute here in the second. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. Plays it in off the breakaway. Walker's got 5.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Here's Bledsoe. Out tonight. There's the pick. Bledsoe against Walker. Bledsoe dishes to Knight. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Walker with a clean look. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist in this one. The Suns trailing. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Bledsoe passes to Knight. Chandler with the screen on Lynn. And again, it's the Suns missing. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Shoots off the screen. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Chandler's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Suns. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in. Hornets leading by 8. Lynn kicks to Williams. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Suns have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Chandler. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Chandler's got his first points of the game.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Lynn with it. Screened by Jefferson. Lynn dishes to Jefferson. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now, here's Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum. And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
And the Suns making a change here. Lure's checked in, and a switch here also for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Williams. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Greg talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Now, here's Walker. After Markieff Morris's miss, Zeller passes to Walker. Shoots over Tucker. Walker missing again.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Knight. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Charlotte leading by 8. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Lynn. Walker against Bledsoe. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And that misses everything.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Lure can't hit.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
They get it back.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with the open look. Charlotte in the lead. Lynn dishes to Walker. Zeller, a screen on Bledsoe. Bledsoe against Walker. Pass to Zeller to the left side wing. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Lynn. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists now in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. There's the bucket. Good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Start of the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Suns trail by 12.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving two. Brought back one as well.
They retain possession.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Now here's Zeller. Back to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Suns, Warren's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Sonny Weems subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Knight. Morris a screen. Knight kicks to Morris. Looking to end his cold spell and good on the basket. Book it. Morris has got 7 points.
When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
Walker the pass to Jefferson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Phoenix making some changes. Len comes in for Morris, and it's Price in for Brandon Knight. Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte. Lamb comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Here's Walker. And Zeller kicks to Walker. There's the screen. Pick by Zeller. The feed to Lamb. Here's Batum. No luck. And Phoenix will come the other way. Now here's Price. 5 points in the game. Pass to Lue. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw off from Lue. Len, no good. Great D that time from Batum.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Batum. 7 points in the game. Here's Walker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clarkie, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Suns getting the bucket. Now Walker, 10 points for him. Out to the right wing, 6 on the shot clock. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was #1.
Mirza Teletovic is checked in for John Lure. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Charlotte.
And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length, but he can get pushed around at times. I think he could still stand to add some strength.
Now here's Price. He's got 5. Teletovic misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And here's Walker. He's got 13. Kaminsky in the corner. All sorts of time. Teletovic grabs the board. Suns trail by 11. Price outside. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
There's a good screen. Walker dishes to Kaminsky from the arc. No luck. And Phoenix the other way now. Price outside. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
That's his first personal foul.
What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast.
And he sinks the second.
And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
Now here's Lamb looking for his first basket still in this one. That is good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Suns trail by 10. Price the pass to Len, and he gets it to go. Len's got his second basket of the night.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Phoenix. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Williams is checked in. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. And it's Walker penetrating. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Take a look at what Kemba Walker's done. He's got 13 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance. But they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
Now here's Price. He has 7. Out to the wing. Warren kicks to Teletovic. 6 to shoot. Here's Price. And it doesn't even draw iron. Now for the Hornets, they seem to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that and were too far behind to make up room and get in the playoffs.
And, you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All in all, it was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injuries.
So it's Phoenix now, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Warren dishes to Weems. Out to Price. The 3 can't hit. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hornets lead by 10. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. In the second quarter, they imposed their will on the game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix?
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
And now, your son.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Hornets leading by 10. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Williams down low with Jefferson. Batum is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist in its small forward. Over in the corner, Batum. This one for 3, and that one's good. Batum's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Charlotte.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Chandler, the pass to Bledsoe. Here's Morris, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Stolen by Bledsoe. Looking to get it going. Misses from short range. Well, Hornets shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside, Batum. There's a screen by Williams. They set the screen. Here's Jefferson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Jefferson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets. Knight kicks it to Tucker. Morris dishes to Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And that is good.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Hornets leading by 11. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. And that one hits back iron.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
Now here's Knight. He's got 10. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
Here's Knight following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Outside Knight. Passes it to Morris. Bledsoe right side. Morris with a screen on Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. And the Suns miss again.
You know, talking about Brandon Knight, part of the reason he's been traded so often is because teams are offering great prospects in return. Detroit dealt him for Brandon Jennings, and Milwaukee dealt him for Michael Carter-Williams.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Lynn's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Williams. Good. Williams has got his first points of the night.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And now, your Suns dancers!
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Bledsoe. The dish to Morris. Chandler kicks it to Tucker. The 3 from Morris. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Bledsoe against Lynn. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Lynn. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key, and the shot falls short this time.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Knight. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Lynn against Bledsoe. Lynn the pass to Batum. Back to Lynn. Screen by Jefferson. Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And when you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it. You add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
And he knocks down the first one.
And talking about Kid Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the boards. He averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
And Phoenix making a change here. Len's checked in. Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And for Kid Gilchrist, he was accustomed to so much winning in high school, college, international competition. He's had a rough first 3 years in the NBA, making the playoffs only once in that time. But he's a real warrior, so that has to be killing him inside.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Knight kicks it to Tucker. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Take a break. They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
That's good from Tucker. Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well. Ever since he came into the league, Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
John Lure, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
And they'll keep possession. Kid Gilchrist against Knight. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
You know, it's funny. We talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And a case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Talk about great numbers for Knight. He has 15 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Knight hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Hornets leading by 5. Zeller, a screen on Bledsoe. Dishes to Kaminsky, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Bledsoe against Len. Bledsoe outside. Shot from 12. The shot no good. Some solid defense there from Lynn.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Lynn. And a wide open look for Zeller. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Knight kicks it to Tucker. Lynn, a screen. Kaminsky with the double team. Fades back. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Len. The Hornets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pick by Zeller. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Wide open. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 6 points for Frank Kaminsky. The Suns have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And Tucker kicks to Len. Lynn against Bledsoe. Feeds it to Lure. The good-looking shot from the wing.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Zeller, a screen on Bledsoe. Up top, Lynn. Guarded by Bledsoe. Kaminsky kicks to Batum. Zeller setting the pick for Lynn. No good off the front iron.
Well, I think he kind of alligator-armed that one. Short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Bledsoe with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Bledsoe dishes to Lure. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kid Gilchrist. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Sonny Weems comes in for Brandon Knight. And it's Price in for Eric Bledsoe. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Lamb's checked in. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Warren. Here is Lynn. Picked by Zeller. Here's Lamb. And it's the Hornets another 3.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Price. He's got 7. Kicks to Lure. Oh, that's blocked. Lynn with it. And it's Kaminsky at the elbow. Off on the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a 3-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season. Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Price kicks to Len. The pass to Price. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. That's good. Lure's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Zeller, a screen on Price. Lynn the pass to Zeller. The 11-footer. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 5th rebound in this one. Price up top. There's a screen. He kicks it to Lure. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. And now it's just a 4-point Hornets lead. Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Lynn dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Now here's Kaminsky. He's got 6. Picked by Zeller. Lynn against Price. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
59 seconds left here in the third quarter. The shot is off. Hornets leading by 4. And Zeller kicks to Lynn. He feeds it to Kaminsky. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Kaminsky's got 8 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Price, the pass to Len. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lynn dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Kaminsky. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lamb. Zeller setting the pick for Lamb. Jumper off the screen. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. When it's ahead, they lead by 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Suns trail by 6. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe and out of the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Walker against Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. From the stripe. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well, Nicholas Batum in this one, 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total. And Nicholas Batum injuring his wrist last season, he was pushed in the back by Larry Sanders on a dunk and went down hard.
Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. We saw that wrist bother Batum all season long. His shooting numbers down drastically. Clark, a major blow for him.
And you know what? The league might have to look at that. I mean, Sanders got a 1-game suspension, but is that really enough to discourage that kind of reckless foul? It's a thin line, but I think it's worth further look.
Both free throws good from Batum. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference. You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Baseline try, and it's Walker that time on the assist by Batum. And that's 17 points for Kemba Walker.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs.
Now here's Walker after Markieff Morris's miss. Picked by Williams, and there's the feed to Kid Gilchrist. With some arc, can't get it to go. Nice D from Chandler. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get. And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year, but overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
And Morris drops them both.
You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
And it's Walker penetrating, and they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Walker. Takes the turnaround J. Again, the miss by Morris.
And guys, what's rough for the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming years.
Now, here's Walker. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Shot clock at 2. Again, the miss by Walker.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Outside, Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. That one a little long. Suns trail by 6. Up top, Bledsoe. Defended by Batum. Bledsoe passes to Morris. Good. Morris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
One thing about Eric Bledsoe, he made it clear he wanted to be paid like an upper-tier player, and that led to quite a negotiation between he and the Suns last year. Ultimately, the two sides agreed to a 5-year, $70 million deal.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Batum. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Jefferson. From 6 feet, rebound by the Suns. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Talking about Eric Bledsoe's contract, many insiders felt like it was too much for a sporadic talent. We knew that he was the good backup in Los Angeles with the Clippers and going to Phoenix in a more prominent role. You know, but he went on to have a dynamic season, proving that, you know, Greg, and you know this position so well, he has the ability to be one of the best league's combo guards, I think.
I agree. I mean, consistency will tell the tale when it comes to Bledsoe. I mean, the rebounds and assists, the averages were up last year, but his shooting percentages were down. So is Bledsoe a near max level player? Only time will tell.
Wright hits them both. Charlotte has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Bledsoe against Walker. Pass to Batum. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the drought. They grabbed their own miss.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Knight kicks to Bledsoe. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Here's Knight, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Outside, Batum. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's on Tyson Chandler.
And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
And for Al Jefferson, never making an all-star team. He's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the All-Star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit of D to have a chance to get there.
And both free throws good for Jefferson.
Al Jefferson doing all sorts of things. He has 9 rebounds, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
Now here's Knight. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Jefferson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. They set the pick. Baseline try. Here's Batum. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Morris. The Suns trailing. Bledsoe outside. Shot from 12. Uncovered. Out tonight. Second chance shot. And right through it goes. Knight's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Bledsoe against Walker. Bledsoe outside. And he gets it to go. Bledsoe's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Picked by Williams. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. T right on him. Passes it to Jefferson. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and it's Walker again missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Near the 3-point line, it's Morris, and it falls over the rim and in.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Screen by Jefferson. Williams, a screen on Bledsoe. And it's Walker penetrating. And Chandler sends it back. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Lenz checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Marvin Williams. Pick by Zeller. Here's Walker. And the Hornets miss again.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
Now here's Bledsoe. Inside, out tonight. Latre. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Walker against Bledsoe. Walker dishes to Batum. Jefferson kicks to Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Shot clock at 5, and it's Walker again missing. The Suns on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. The dish to Tucker. Morris kicks to Knight. Unloads from 13. And Bledsoe, here we go. The shot misses.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now, here is Knight. Plan a screen. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Morris with a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. They get it again with 1 on the clock, and Morris throws it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Here's Walker. Following the score by Phoenix. Pulls up, high post, Jefferson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Jefferson's got 4 points this quarter. Suns leading by 3. Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Dishes it to Bledsoe. Outside Knight. Bledsoe against Walker. Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. No good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Outside Batum. Walker's got space. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And now, your Suns Dancers.
Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Outside Knight. Feeds to Bledsoe. Len sets a screen for Bledsoe. Kicks to Tucker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 3.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
One of the stories here, Brandon Knight getting it done today.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Here's Jefferson. Rebound by the Suns.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Bledsoe outside. Got a piece of it. Outside, Batum. The jump hook. Jefferson missing again. Phoenix leading by 3. Takes the 13-footer, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
And now, your Suns dancers.
Knight with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist.
Fellas, that two-hand mark to slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
Here's Walker. Jefferson down low. He's against Morris. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Len, a screen. It's Knight with the drive.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Brandon Knight. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Walker goes in, stolen by Len. And up the court come the Suns on the break. That's good.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And the shot falls short this time.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Now Bledsoe. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Brandon Knight. The entire second half was just phenomenal. You could see there was no way he was going to let them lose. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Brandon Knight had his A-game working for him tonight. He plays the game at a lightning-fast pace, and we got a serious taste of that tonight. When he puts on those afterburners, forget about it. He's out of there.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.